From the finale on, the news about Season 3 of The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett have been mixed up altogether. We had some semblance from Jon Favreau as to what was going to happen, but now we learn that in all probability, the Book of Boba Fett is coming first, and then a couple of months later in 2022, that's when The Mandalorian Season 3 will come out. And I know that's a long time to wait, but in all honesty, it might serve us good. This might be the best thing to happen to The Mandalorian, especially Season 3, where we have no idea what's actually going to happen. Will Grogu be back and be reunited with Din Djarin, as Dave Filoni called him his dad? If you ask me 3 months from now, I think I'll say that definitely it is a good thing, because it resembles the movies themselves, the episodes, where we didn't get one every year, we got them every 2 years or so, and this actually serves a purpose for us to feel nostalgic, and when the time comes, when the season releases, we will actually miss those characters so much that we will be glad to see them again. And in a year's time, we will get to see the Book of Boba Fett, the exploits of the new and improved Boba Fett, now Boba the Hutt, as he took the throne of Jabba the Hutt, which after his death was taken by Bib Fortuna. As it sits right now, Boba Fett is heading one of the biggest crime syndicates to ever be created in the Outer Rim. And the best part about this, just before the finale, we saw Boba Fett don a new, clean, repainted armor. He was fresh looking, he was reinvigorated, and what is the saddest part about this? We did not see this clean, repainted armor in action. He could not join Migs Mayfeld and Din Djarin in the Imperial Refinery mission, and he practically did not do much in the finale as well. But it probably served best, because Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni did not disappoint. In the post-credit scene, we see Boba Fett enter Jabba's palace and land a single shot on Bib Fortuna, killing him and taking the throne of the Hutts for himself. If you may not have noticed though, Boba Fett's new armor is missing two key details from his old armor that we saw in Empire Strikes Back and in Return of the Jedi. You see, thematically, back then, George Lucas made Boba Fett out to be an antagonist, a villain per se, and all throughout these years we saw him as that. The Clone Wars tried to refine his image for a bit, but The Mandalorian now has completely retconned that and has made Boba Fett out to be a hero of sorts, but still looking out for himself. However, undeniably, this new Boba Fett with his new armor is not the old one. It could be his near-death experience with the Sarlacc pit or his lonely life after he lost his armor. Something happened in Boba Fett's life that made him relinquish and quit his old life as a villain. He now wants to set things straight, and I think that's what we're going to see with him adorning the throne of the Hutts and possibly try to do good things on Tatooine. So this is what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau did to Boba Fett's new armor, and how they revised it very practically to show that he is not the same guy anymore. So the first thing that Boba Fett lost was his cape. In Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, you can clearly see on his side a green cape hanging off his sleeve. It is reminiscent of the poncho belonging to Clint Eastwood's infamous character, the Man with No Name. However, while the cape is of course very cool looking, as Boba Fett is that kind of a character, you could say that it is practically without any use. There is nothing really you can do with it other than really simple stuff that you could do without it. This contradicts Boba Fett's character to a degree, because he is drenched in hidden weapons, reinforced layers of armor, a utility belt, a jetpack. Everything about Boba Fett screams hidden weapons and practicality. Not even an inch of Boba Fett is without its use. Everything serves its purpose, but the cape was just there for show. So this kind of contradicts it, and it makes sense why Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau ultimately decided to remove his cape. As we saw with Cobb Vanth, he had no cape whatsoever, and it continued on with Boba Fett retaking the armor. He did not return his old cape that he had years ago. Even if the Jawas, back when they stole the armor, even if they had lost it, Boba Fett could have easily brought it back with his new shining armor. He could have brought back the cloth, but he did not. This shows a change in character, and if the cape wasn't enough to convince you, well, we have another missing detail that Boba Fett did not bring back, and that is his collection of braids. This is a very disturbing detail about Boba Fett that now has been wiped out from Boba's character. He possibly no longer believes in those things. The braids that were on the side of Boba Fett's helmet, those were Wookiee scalps. In fact, a lot of people watching The Mandalorian might have overlooked that the braids around Boba Fett's shoulder are missing now. It is believed that Boba Fett hunted Wookiees for the Empire during their revolt. When the Empire took over Kashyyyk and enslaved the Wookiees, some of them revolted. This is when Boba Fett not only hunted down, but as per his braids, to kill a Wookiee is no easy feat. So therefore, Boba Fett is a trophy man. This has been his trait since the start. When killing Wookiees, he would take their scalps and make braids out of them as trophies, as a show of menace, as a threatening message to anyone who would doubt his abilities. He has not only killed one Wookiee, but multiple Wookiees, elevating himself in stature and threat level and downgrading and humiliating the Wookiees as a result. And I bet you're glad that Boba Fett did not bring back these two key details. I mean, with the cape, it is a debate, a discussion that could be had. Maybe some fans are disappointed that we don't see the cape anymore, but who knows, the Book of Boba Fett might bring it back as well, since, as I said, it does not serve a clear purpose, and except for aesthetically, he is focused on weaponry and tech more so than cloth. But the collection of braids as trophies, we are sure glad that they did not bring that back, and this shows the evolution of Boba Fett's character. Back when, during George Lucas's time, he was a villain. He was a member of the wretched hive of scum and villainy. Now, he is a reformed man. He has apparently regretted his actions and is now seeking to turn a new page to his life. And that page reads The Book of Boba Fett. I think this series is going to show the best of Boba Fett that has to offer, still bringing back his old abilities, his sharp and tactful mind, but doing good more so than looking out for himself. That's what his destiny is, I think, in the end. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau has not let us down to this day, and I really don't think they will with the Book of Boba Fett as well. Jon Favreau is mostly heading that. So, guys, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you until then.